Hey guys, you're tuning in to the Mina B Podcast. It's your girl Mina B, and I am back with yet another fun-filled episode. So where to find me? It's at the Mina B Podcast over on IG. And of course, we're streaming on multiple platforms for your listening pleasure. So be sure to go over to IG, click my link in the bio so you guys can find that over there. If you're not subscribed, make sure to subscribe to whichever one of the platforms that you enjoy and like. And of course, if you're over on YouTube watching from home, be sure to hit that subscribe button. Also, keep your notifications on so when I drop that video, y'all get that notification and y'all can watch, duh. But of course, if you're watching from home, also if you're listening, shoot me a screenshot. Show me that you're watching. Show me that you're listening and tag your girl at the Mina B Podcast over on IG so that I can repost you guys. And of course, continue to support your girl, okay? Thank you guys so much for tuning in. So last week I was off, had to take a little break real quick, child, get my mind right. Had so many things going on and I was just like, you know what? I gotta take a little mini break. Sometimes those are necessary, they are needed. So I am back. So yeah. Had some stuff to do, had some things going on business-wise, and I was like, yo, I gotta make it back. I gotta make it back to y'all. I know y'all miss me. So this is gonna be a quick episode, just me, solo dolo this week. Had a couple of things that I wanted to touch base with you guys about. So let's get into it. I've been thinking to myself, like lately, I've been just trying to like pull back a little bit from certain things. Pull back from spending money. Y'all, 2021, okay? We've been outside acting a fool, okay? Like, I am tired. My wallet is tired. My credit card is tired. My debit card is tired. My cash tips, my money, everything that I make at work. I'm like, yo, I am tired of spending money. Like, summertime is horrible for that, especially in Atlanta because we just want to eat. We want to drink, like, hookah. I am done. I'm so sick of it. So, reeling back on hanging out so much because that shit... Sometimes you're just like, what the fuck did I spend my money on? That's so terrible, especially when you're trying to be financially sound and ready and having certain things lined up. It's just like, girl, you just spent $200 for what? Like, outside is $1,000. Like, hands down, outside is $1,000. So I definitely wanted to touch base on that. Like, it's this fear of missing out thing that we gotta stop. Like, stay your ass in the house. And then also, too, it's something... for me where I'm just like, I get in that mode where I just want to be by myself because I feel like everybody's sucking me of my energy. And I'm like, yeah, no, I just need to sit with my thoughts, sit with my work, get this done, get that done, and mind my motherfucking business. I'm always minding my business, but I'm minding my business a lot more these days because I'm just over being outside, period. So that's that. But it was kind of interesting. So let's talk about some current tea. Thee Stallion, who graces the cover of Essence magazine ahead of the second album that she's about to release soon, you know, she looked gorgeous per usual, and she mentioned something within the article that I thought was really, really interesting. She said, there's approximately 4 people around me on a daily basis. She said, also, I don't see a lot of people. I don't talk to a lot of people because I feel like it's not good for me. I figured out that my personal space is what keeps me balanced and it's what keeps me centered. So in that respect, I thought to myself, because I've been pulling back a lot lately and just trying to regroup and trying to focus. I'm like, it's August. September's around the corner because we're 2 weeks in and about to be 2 weeks out of August, right? September, October, November, December. This is it. Fourth quarter. We're out. This is what it is. Then 2022 is going to creep back around and it's just like, what the fuck did you do with your year? You know? And I know I'm hard on myself, and I know a lot of us are. A lot of us creatives and entrepreneurs, we're really, really hard on ourselves to hit our goals and do the things that we need to do. So, of course, for me, for my jewelry business, I'm trying to get ahead of the holiday season. I'm trying to market differently. So I'm teaching myself and working on so many different aspects of the business that I'm like, okay, yeah, I need to pull back. I'm also working on this podcast. I'm like, all right, more content, more visibility, more, doing more videos on TikTok for my lifestyle brand because, Mina B is a lifestyle. So at the end of the day, it's so many different things that we could be tackling, but we're giving our energies out to so many different people. So in terms of Megan, you know, she went through a lot last year with the whole shit with her best friend and Tory Lanez getting shot, all of that. So I think that definitely heightened her sense of, you know, personal responsibility to herself, creating those boundaries and creating that space for herself to function and get into that mode of the Stallion, get into that mode of Tina Snow. We all have egos. We all have our stage face. You know, put aside being a rapper or being a superstar. We all have that face that we have to put on. So in order to give the energy back out to the world, we also have to put that energy back into ourselves. Give ourselves that time. Give ourselves that break. Give that ourselves that, you know, writing it down. Everything. Everything. Making sure that we stay on track. You know what I'm saying? Because the months go throughout the year. We always do a whole bunch of shit at the top of the year or during our birthdays. But what about towards the end of the year? What about in the summer when we're outside? Because outside is open. We're still in a panorama, but outside is open and we trying to hookah it up and drink it up every day. What are you giving back to yourself? Sometimes you gotta sit with yourself. Sometimes you just gotta chill out. So simply put, I totally understand why people don't bother. I simply understand why, because we feel like, okay, everybody wants to party. Everyone wants to hang out because it's the summer, right? And also, your friends may want you to be around and want to chill with you and all of that, but it's just, sometimes you got to pull that back too and refocus and regroup. And you have to look at your group and see what the fuck they're doing. Are they even trying to do the things that you're doing? Is it matching up? Does it make sense? Does it make sense? You know, and those factors are sucking your energy dry because, and I have to speak for myself, like, I have to take a couple of days during the week just to be to myself outside of work, just to be to myself to get things done. Because if I don't, like, Mondays are my days, right? I'm like, Monday, I got to get this done. Tuesday morning, I got to get this, I got to get other things done, errands, just try to like knock things off of my to-do list. And then I go into my work schedule and then I go into everything else. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I do myself a disadvantage when the days I'm supposed to be doing shit, I'm going out to go smoke hookah and go drink. It's escapism. We all do it. I'm fucking guilty of it. But what do we do to reel that back in? What do we do? And I honestly think it's taking out that personal time for yourself, being peaceful, pulling back the layers, and really taking that time for self-improvement and for productivity, being productive. So Megan definitely had me thinking about that shit and making sure that I take back my time, reclaiming my time, and making sure I'm staying on top of what I need to stay on top of, because the summertime will get you fucked up and have you feeling like you need to be everywhere and under everybody and all of that shit. Fuck them people. They don't pay your bills. Focus on what you need to focus on. Binge watch a show. Go take a nap. Get some rest. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think a lot of us could be going to sleep earlier, could be eating better, but that's because we won't take the time to cook a meal for ourselves or to get something healthier to eat because we fear of missing out. We want to be on the go, running all the time. No, ma'am. Sometimes that shit got to stop. And the thing about it is, in Atlanta, we're open. So we've been doing shit forever. So what the fuck are we missing out on, y'all? What are we missing out on? It's the same shit over and over again. I digress. Sometimes you got to say no. And Mina is saying no to a lot of things going forward, including these niggas. Stop wasting people time. A lot of dudes, they're just out here just doing shit just to do shit, just because. And I realized in my dating that over the past couple of months, I had to realize, like, okay, some people really don't have your best interest at heart. So you have to really, really stick to the ones who fuck with you and stick to the ones who are showing you that respect, showing you that regard. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times brought me to my, you know, next point. A lot of times, dudes end up in the friend zone. You end up in the friend zone. And, you know, I had to get to dating because, of course, it wouldn't be the Mina B Podcast if we didn't talk about these hoes. But, guys, did you ever realize why you would end up in the friend zone? Why you just can't get past with no part or situation with this girl whatsoever? Why not? Why? Because you play too damn much now. No. But no, honestly speaking, And this is not only just for the guys, but I'm going to give you guys a couple of tidbits as to why. And fun fact is, it is not because you are too nice, fellas. That is not why you're in the friend zone. Please, let's stop that narrative. It has nothing to do with nice. You could have the most arrogant dude, fine as fuck, but he's arrogant, he's cocky, but he on his shit, he's on his business. And you may friend zone that motherfucker because he can easily fit into your network and your line of business. Let's be for real. A lot of times that shit happens too. So let's get into it. So you may like her, she may have liked you, and it went absolutely nowhere. So, number one, simply put, the dude, you're just better off as friends. So I've had that situation before where I've dated somebody for a little while, actually. Got to know each other very well, but it just wasn't coinciding. The schedules weren't coinciding, great personality, all of that stuff, but he had different needs than I did. And I had different needs than he did, especially when it came to valuing each other's time. You know what I'm saying? Like, I had to do more bending because I had a little bit more flexibility in my schedule than he did. So with that being said, of course, that's going to stress the situation. That's going to make you feel like you're not being valued. And it's just because he can't seem to fit you in where he needs to. And my thing is this. I say this all the time and I'll continue to say it. You're going to make time for what you want. And not to say that he didn't value the friendship. He just didn't value me in that romantic, emotional space. And we just had to go our separate ways. And we're good friends. We're awesome friends. It's not sexual. It's strictly platonic at this point. And I'm cool with that, and he's cool with that. Sometimes y'all are just better off as friends. You can support each other better. You can network better. You can have each other's backs better. And that's just the bottom line. Sometimes, guys, a lot of y'all have weird habits. A lot of y'all do weird shit, and y'all are not cognizant of it. So you get on a date and you're awkward. You get on a date, you don't have conversation. It's what you're doing, WYD text all the motherfucking time, directly after you got this girl's number. I mean, some of y'all have stunted growth as grown-ass men, and it's very difficult for us to sit with y'all and have a drink and dinner and just even want to break bread because it's like, ew. If I can't do that basic fundamental thing with you because you're unaware of your manners, you're unaware of your mannerisms, you're unaware of your weird, quirky shit, not for me. Not for any of us. At that point, y'all gotta be a little bit more self-aware and a little bit more. I don't know. There's a couple of episodes back that we talked about male etiquette. I'll probably drop that down in the links below so you guys can track back to that episode, because a lot of y'all niggas need some male etiquette when you're sitting at these tables, fine dining, or just in general in the space of a good woman, okay? I'm sorry. Not sorry. This is why y'all get friend zoned and eventually the bitch stop texting you and it just falls off to the left, okay? Okay. And some of y'all are cool as fuck, okay? But y'all cheat. Y'all cheat. And this is my thing. If no one's pocket watching you niggas, okay? No one's pocket watching you dudes. The thing about it is if we gonna do it, let's do it. I can get coffee anywhere. And like I said, I'm not opposed to a coffee date, especially if a dude knows that I like coffee. But when I'm getting to know you, we need to sit down, we need to talk, we need to hang out. And then if we're continuously hanging out and I notice little things about how you treat people when we go out, like the wait staff, how you tip, what you spend your money on, it's noticeable, buddy. It's noticeable. If you're cheap, please some of y'all just don't need a date. It is what it is. Some of y'all just don't need a date. And that's just on period. Especially in a major city, sit that one out, period. Also, attraction. Attraction sometimes, especially in the beginning, you may have met this dude at a club, somewhere it was dark, it wasn't whatever, maybe you didn't notice what he looked like. I mean, it is what it is. Some looks aren't everything, but for some, it may be, or it could just be a personality thing, like he just didn't. That's happened to me before, where once we got to hang out, the first time we hung out, I was like, yeah, no, I'm not. I know for a fact I'm not going to go on a second date with this person because, it's a little, it's not giving what it needs to give. Like, dude is a little awkward, you know. I don't really like the attraction isn't there. Sometimes the physical attraction is there, but mentally, you could get me gone mentally because your personality is so dry, so whack, or you're rude, or you're arrogant. And like, you know, I've gone on a date with the most y'all, the brother was fine. I mean, tall, dark, handsome. This is a couple of years ago. Girl. But this dude was arrogant. He was an asshole. He was dismissive. He would cut me off mid-sentence. The way he talked to other women around us, he did not have respect for women. And I was like, sir, if you don't like women, just say so. Date your homeboy. Because you clearly don't like women. You clearly don't need to be on no date. And I got my little happy black ass up off that table and I walked the fuck out. Because he was just, and somebody was like, oh, maybe he was having an off day. Fuck that. First impressions are everything. Okay? And that shit, not in a group setting. I would never. Disrespectful, rude, arrogant, all of that in a culmination, and I gotta eat tacos with you, I'll pass. Next, another thing. Sometimes y'all dudes are just cool, and I'm gonna be using that a lot throughout these explanations. Some of y'all are just cool, and that's all it is. Like, all we need to do is just hang out and get to know each other on some business shit. Because you got something to offer to my business and I got something to offer to your business. Or you know somebody that I need to link up with, or we need to collaborate podcasting, or for you know, any business ventures. You know what I'm saying? Or you could put me up on game. I could put you up on something, whatever it is. Sometimes y'all dudes are just cool for that. That's it. And you guys would benefit, fellas. Y'all would benefit so much better if you guys kept platonics, or just focus on platonic situations sometimes with women and put aside the attraction and your sexual attraction to them and that creepy shit. Y'all can't even separate it enough half of the time to really get to know a woman on a business level that may actually be beneficial to you, your group, your whatever it is that you have going on. Because y'all can't get past pussy. Y'all can't get past the physical shit. And she may not even be looking to you for no physical shit. Or dating. Or in life. Y'all miss out on so many opportunities with so many dope black women because y'all can't get past pussy. It's sad. Y'all gotta do better. Next up. Number 2. That was my breakdown of, simply put, this is why you couldn't get past the friend zone, right? But also, going in a little bit deeper, number 2, he's just not serious enough. When the dude is just not serious, it's just like, what are we doing? Why are we doing this? What are we doing this for, right? Okay. So again, this can mean a couple of things. So selfishly, a dude may want your time, and maybe y'all are already having sex. So he's trying to keep that going. And y'all didn't have the conversation that y'all needed to have. Okay. And you're just kind of stuck in that zone. Not to say that y'all can't date and hang out, but it's just so regular. It's just like so surface monotone. It's going to be the same shit every week, once a week, twice a week, 3 times a week, whatever the fuck. And there's nothing else. It's not going up. It's not going down. It's just right there. Now, a woman may actually be okay with that if she's entertaining other people, but then some women get kind of tight if they really like you, if they really see what you're about and they're not getting what they need. And a lot of us women, we're wrong for that too, because we haven't asked the questions we needed to ask. And we're letting this dude guide the path and lead the way, and he ain't leading to shit because he's just trying to fuck and keep you right here. So again, that when a bitch gets tired of that shit, that'll get your ass put in the friend zone real quick. And it's up to her to say whether she want to fuck you going forward or not. Real talk. Because that shit fizzles out. It gets boring. It gets very, very boring. Also, if y'all have had this conversation of what interests y'all have, what he likes, what you like, from the jump, from the gate, right? And the dude is doing opposite of what y'all discussed on trying to get to know each other, on trying to build, on seeing where it goes, right? Because y'all both have similar interests. Y'all want to see where it's going to go. Y'all may want to be boyfriend and girlfriend eventually. That's a conversation that y'all had in the beginning, right? And he's being phony. The mask is on, you know what I'm saying? It's a little performance, again, just to keep you in that box, just to, I don't want to just say fuck, but sometimes a dude just like you. He like you and he don't want to lose you, but he don't necessarily know how to go about it. You know what I'm saying? In some instances, you gotta, 1, keep your options open, ladies. 2, I don't want to say hound him, but keep having the conversation. And if you're not getting the answer that you want, keep your options open, and also keep it pushing. Use your discretion. Fuck with him when you feel like it. Because a lot of us don't do that. And we're doing ourselves a disadvantage. And that's why when a dude end up in a friend zone because she wants to move on or she just don't feel like entertaining that bullshit no more because y'all are not progressing, y'all are not getting to the next level, it's like you can't get mad when you see her or when a watch is in when a watch is in her IG stories because she's out to dinner with somebody else. You understand what I'm saying? That's when you can't get mad because you didn't keep it a stack. You keeping on that mask just to keep her, under you, and you really don't have the proper intentions. Or if you do, you are scared to vocalize it. That shit gets you put in a friend zone quick too. If she keep fucking you, she keep fucking you. If she don't, she don't. But you can't even get mad at that. Real talk. You can't get mad at that because you haven't laid the foundation down and you played fucking dirty. Period. Don't play with people's emotions. Don't play with people's time. We are a generation that has so much to offer to each other, and we can't because we play too many games. Simple as that. Don't even know y'all doing it half the time. Or maybe you do. Some of y'all do. But, it's just, that I could get into that later. Emotional traumas and not handling y'all motherfucking meds properly when y'all decide to see a therapist. See a therapist. That's a lot. That's a lot of that shit right there too. Holding someone emotionally hostage in a situationship. Fucking whack. Also, fellas, when you're not keeping it real and she sniffed you out and chooses just to keep it cordial, it's like y'all hit us with the text messages, right? Y'all hit us with these text messages like, oh, you busy, I don't ever see you, oh, you always on your stories, you didn't answer my phone call the other day. She's not answering your phone call and she's talking to you when she feels like it because she's sniffed you out. She already knows that you're trash. She already knows that you're full of shit. She already seen you for who you are. You understand what I'm saying? It is what it is. And this is a good one. And we'll move on from here. When you've been friends or you've established that friendship, right? And y'all like each other, you may even be attracted to each other to the point where sometimes that shit just happens. Y'all got that bond and y'all end up fucking and end up, falling for each other. And he doesn't want to go forward and doesn't want to push past because he doesn't want to mess the relationship up, doesn't want to mess up the friendship. And that's a cop-out because that's either to keep his options open or he does not see the value in what y'all can have. You know what I'm saying? And I've been there. I've seen it. It's fucking trash. Don't recommend. Very ghetto. And this shit could happen on for years and years and years, bro. Like, ew. It sucks. It's not a fun place to be in. And sometimes niggas just gotta sit back and watch you from afar and you create that boundary, stop fucking him, and keep it pushing. Because at the end of the day, again, y'all could have something great. He don't see the value in it. Why should you? Simple as that, ladies. And that's why sometimes dudes, when she finally pulls back and creates that boundary, you can't even get mad. You got to take that L because you couldn't handle your business. You didn't see the value in her, and you'll be the same motherfucker at her wedding crying your eyes out, or find out she got married later on down the line like, damn. That's a lot of reasons why men settle for other bitches, because they played so long for the one that they really wanted. But that's just my opinion. What do I know? Anyway, though, number 3. Fellas, sometimes y'all get friend zoned early in the game. Because one, she ain't figured out what kind of dude you are yet. A lot of y'all rush it. Men are on the rat race to get to the bedroom. Y'all rush the fuck out of everything. a lot of the time, and this is why some of y'all end up in the friend zone, because y'all don't know how to chill. Y'all don't know how to play get to know you. Y'all don't know how to not do the WYD texting. Y'all, you know, oh my God, it just like drives me nuts. And especially hearing the stories like in my group chats and like everywhere. It's like y'all are just so unrealistic in y'all approaches to dating these days. It's like race to the finish line every fucking time. And understand this, she may have friend zoned you, not even consciously. It's just the fact that you haven't piqued her interest. You haven't piqued her yet, so that she could say, you know what, boom, I could take him out of this box. You haven't. And that is because a lot of y'all give very surface shit. Very, very surface shit. You're not trying to go deep. She's trying to get to know you and let you get to know her. You know what I'm saying? And this is exactly where y'all end up in that zone, and y'all end up texting for 6-7 months because y'all haven't gotten past the surface. Yeah, you know, you haven't showed her shit that she want to see or want to hear. You could be fine as fuck and that don't mean nothing. You could have a great job. Doesn't mean a damn thing. It doesn't mean nothing. She unfazed by that because she don't feel no je ne sais quoi from you. It's not giving what it needs to give. She's not feeling the razzle dazzle. You're not giving her no butterflies. Okay? I need to feel butterflies, honey. Other than that, what are we doing this for? Huh? I'll wait. Okay. Listen. If you guys like each other and there's good vibes, why are y'all not pulling back those layers? What, as adults, as grown ass adults, what are we so afraid of? Huh? Last time I checked, we living in a panorama and life is very, very unsure and unkind right now. Why are we sitting here playing with grown folks? Huh? Oh, okay. Yeah, y'all need to pull back some layers, okay? And lastly, Number four, dude, you just got too much motherfucking baggage. That's why we gotta be friends. We can't do no more than that. How many kids you got? Oh, you got how many baby mamas? Okay, we can't be friends. We can only be friends. Sometimes you dudes are so cool. The kicking it is cool. The outings with friends is cool. But you got hoes. You got mad hoes. So why you want me? So I can be one of them? Huh? I'll pass. Next. And some dudes, honestly, they could be good at everything. You connect, you vibe, all of that, and he simply cannot balance, you know. And balancing with balancing career and family life and all of that good stuff. If you are a busy dude and you've intentionally made that decision to date, you have to understand that communication is going to be very, very important when you are a businessman or you have certain things going on. You cannot lead that woman on selfishly and think that she's not going to push you off to the side and fuck with you when she feel like it. Are y'all dumb? Like, what's the point? What is the point? Again, effort goes a long way, and being cognizant of the fact that when you make time for what you want, you're gonna get what you need. You know what I'm saying? You gotta give a little. Y'all fellas, y'all gotta give a little. A lot of y'all don't do that. And that shit is crazy to me because y'all want pussy, y'all want time, y'all want her to not be fucking with nobody. Like, just dating? Manipulative, narcissistic, and fucking crazy. Y'all are 3 of those things if y'all think that shit's gonna fly. No, sir. No, thank you. These women are not dumb like that no more. And if they are, congratulations. I hope that shit and that behavior takes you so far in your relationships. Okay? Also, again, y'all getting along, things are going good. You haven't been able to balance time, or you've been busy, or whatever the case may be. Maybe y'all have had that discussion that you've been busy. But also, when you do take the time out and y'all have scheduled a date, don't cancel. Don't do the fuck shit. It only takes somebody to cancel on me last minute one time for me to stop fucking with them. Real talk. Because my time and my effort is precious. You understand what I'm saying? I don't have, listen, time is of the essence. We don't have time to play with people. Do not cancel on that girl if you like that girl. Okay? And if you do, if you really have to for business or money, whatever, you gotta go get the bag. I get it. Make sure you make it up to her. Because a lot of y'all are also missing the romantic element. Y'all not romantic. Y'all don't even know how to buy flowers. Y'all don't know how to send a cash app. Okay? A cash app is romantic. It is. Yeah, it sure is. Okay? Especially if y'all fucking vibe with each other. If this is somebody that you don't care about, I get it. But if you do care and you do want to play the get to know you and the 21 questions and get to that next level, do your part or end up in the friend zone. It's just as simple as that. Simple as that. So, sorry, not sorry, y'all. I had to lay it down on the line today because I feel like a lot of us are out here playing. And we got to stop playing. Fellas want to know why they friend zone, why we don't talk, why we don't kick it, or you know, this is why. This is a lot of the reasons why, because y'all are not communicating effectively and y'all not doing y'all part. And y'all get mad when she done moved on with somebody else or doing what she doing because you got her time and you played with it. Or you got the time and you was a weirdo. You got the time and you was an arrogant asshole. Like, y'all gotta figure this shit out. Y'all gotta figure it out, okay? Go back to that episode on etiquette that I did. Damn, I did it a little while ago. And like I said, I'm going to link it below. And I've linked it before when I did one of my previous episodes with my girlfriend, Chantrice, my podcast buddy in the gang. And listen, y'all are missing a lot of steps with women out here because y'all don't know how to just be cool about shit, be communicative, be respectful and understanding. And it's sad. And y'all are grown. I expect shit from motherfuckers in their 20s, but 30s and up, baby, I don't expect that. And that just means that there's a stunt in growth consistently in our community and with men. Fuck the community. In men. It don't matter what race, in men. Okay? It's sad. So, didn't mean to bash y'all, but I just needed to get that off my chest. And I hope that you guys fuck with the show. And if you haven't already, be sure to rate and subscribe over on Apple Podcasts, all that good stuff. If you're watching on YouTube, drop me a comment. Hit me up on my DMs at the Mina B Podcast over on IG. And I hope you guys have an amazing week. Tune in for some more. It's going to be interesting. The next September is going to be interesting as far as the schedule for the show. So stay tuned, guys, and be sure to follow me over on all the socials and all that good stuff. Hit that subscribe button over on YouTube. Tell your friend and tell a friend to subscribe. And yeah, thank you guys so much for fucking with the show, and I'll be back next week. Bye.